Alright, hello, I'm Kevin. I'm here to help you import an FBX into Ogre. Uh, it's a bit awkward. First thing you'll need is 3D Studio Max. You can get a free version from Autodesk's website under their student licenses. The other thing you'll need is a plugin for 3D Studio Max called Ogre Max. There's also a different open source plugin. I personally haven't tried it. The problem with Ogre Max is it's a commercial product. It's free for non-commercial use, but they put a rather critical limitation on you, is that they limit it to 5 animations per mesh. And for most of us, that's probably not acceptable, but we're programming students, so we can probably find a way around that. So what I'm going to do is, the first thing you're going to do is import the FBX file into 3D Studio Max. So in my particular case, I'll grab one I've been using. This particular file has a bunch of models all superimposed on top of one another. We're just going to select one. In Max, that's easy, just right click on it, but more specifically you can use the select from a list and choose it by name if you want a specific one. Now if you just want to export a static object, at this point you're fine. You could just go to export export selected, switch to Ogre Max mesh here, give it a name, and you could export it. Simple. However, if you have animations, it gets a bit more complicated. You need to add the animations. The name will be the name that you see in Ogre. So if you don't know the frame range for your animation, you can just scrub the timeline here and get a good idea of when it starts and when it stops. Luckily for me, when I purchased these assets, they came with a nice little guide here for me. So idle is there to there, and you can add more if you want. I'm not going to bother right now. And then you can just export it same way you would if it was a static. Now it's included the animation. One of the problems, though, I was mentioning is that Ogre Max, they want to make sure you buy their product, so they limit you to 5 animations. However, they also let you export XML files. And what do we know about XML files? They're human readable. So you turn on the XML and then you export your file. Let's make a new folder here. And there he is. Now, he doesn't have the texture on him because where I exported him, it's not near where it can find the textures. But you can see that he has the one animation in the Ogre Max viewer. Anyways, this isn't really key to anything, though. Just go to the file. Here it is. So you'll see it made us some material. It made us the mesh, and it also made us the skeleton. And the skeleton is where the animation is stored. Now, if you take some time to look over what's stored in the animation, you realize that the bones and the bone hierarchy are going to be the exact same. And here's the animation for idle that goes over so many keyframes, and as you can see, there's lots of information here. But what you can do is you can export 5 animations with one model, and then merge the additional animations into the XML of another one. But the thing is, it also gave us a binary. Now the binary is technically what we want for Ogre to read it, but it's not the right binary right now, because we would want a binary that would have the merged files. So if you cut and paste the extra animations into your elfmage skeleton.xml, then the next step would be to convert them to an Ogre binary. To do that, you're going to need the Ogre command line tools, which you can download from the Ogre website. But in terms of running it, it's easy. Just drag this onto the XML converter, and it will give you a log of what happened. And it will have generated a new skeleton file for you. And basically, you just put these files into your resources wherever they may be for your Ogre install, and you should be able to get your model into the game, no problem. Thank you.